So back to when Romans 1 verse 28 says, and even as they did not like to retain God in their knowledge, God gave them over to a debased mind to do those things which are not fitting. So they did not like to continue to keep God in their knowledge. They didn't have the godly knowledge. They had the worldly knowledge. They then had them going based off of lust, pride, anger, wickedness. So they would respond and give off knowledge to their pride, and not of God. And I read the verses ahead. Okay, where it say Romans 1 verse 24. Therefore God also gave them up to uncleanness in the lust of their hearts, to dishonor their bodies among themselves, who would exchange the truth of God for the lie, and worship and serve the creature rather than the Creator, who is blessed forever. Amen. For this reason God gave them up to vile passions, for even their women exchanged the natural use for what is against nature. Natural use. Sex. A woman's sex is supposed to be fruitful and multiply. Likewise also the man, leaving the natural use of the woman, burned in their lust for one another. Leaving the natural use of the woman. So they're not really wanting to be out here making kids with a woman. They really just want to get it off and just bust one. Burnt in their lust for one another. Man with man, committing what is shameful, and receiving in themselves the penalty of the error which was due. So they abuse the natural moral ways of the use of things. Abuse and use the natural way of things. And that they want it so much. And they want so much of it. And they do too much of it. They abuse and they use it. And they become greedy. And the more they abuse, they become greedy. And they do women so much. So many different ways with so many women. They go and try something new. Now you got man wanting man. Man with man committing what is shameful. Sexual immorality. Woman and woman committing what is shameful. Sexual immorality. They ain't got enough. They ain't had enough. And receiving in themselves the penalty of their error which was due. The penalty of their error. Their. The error goes all the way back to the beginning, it says. Where it says, who exchanged the truth of God for the lie. So God gave them the truth about woman and man and sex and lust and anger and all that stuff. Just sin. And worshiped and served the creature rather than the Creator. So they worship and serve their sinful ways, their selfish ways, which is sinful. They served other wicked people, evil people, Satan, images, just idolatry, rather than the Creator, who is blessed forever. Amen. For this reason God gave them up to vile passions. So they had a passion for it, huh? For even their women exchanged the natural use for what is against nature. Amen.